You can see some discs right here. Those are squeezing the beet out of the ground, basically, lifting it up. Then it goes on a chain, goes on a Ferris wheel there, and goes into the tank. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Hearst Brand Farms. Today is the first day of sugar beet harvest. First day of harvest is always anxiety filled, but we're gonna see. Should be okay. Should be a good day. So my job on the farm is running the beet topper. So we gotta top the sugar beets so that we can dig them, and it also helps with storage when you store sugar beets. We'll get more into that, but for now I gotta get going because I got diggers sitting over there and trucks waiting for me to get going. Let's hope everything goes smoothly. Unlike potato harvest that took, what was it, all day long to do 8 acres. Hopefully we are well ahead of that curve. It's a little chilly this morning. I'll turn on my heated seat. Okay, well, it's a little hard to film and do everything here for now, so yeah, I'm gonna go. Once we get rolling, we'll talk about exactly what we're doing and let you know how it's going. Okay, so we're doing good so far. We got the diggers are over there. I don't know if you can see them. Zoom in a little bit maybe. Anyways, both diggers are over there. They're digging 6 rows at a time. I'm running the topper here, 12 rows per pass. And let's talk about sugar beets a little bit. Sugar beets are this really green, leafy, almost looks like lettuce. Anyways, kind of big, leafy, and then the stems look like celery, but don't eat them. They don't taste like celery. Anyways, so I've got to top the beet tops because the beet tops are, they will rot in the pile when the beets go to the piling ground. It's a flow mower. It's beating the leaves, and then there's a row of knives in the very back that are actually scalping the top of the beets. And they want like a silver dollar worth of white showing out of the top of the beets. They say that's the best way to get them to store. So I'm topping 12 rows at a time. I'm going to go down this end of the field, and then I'm going to do, when I get on that end, gotta do the end rows, or the turn rows, or the headlands. Headlands, that's the word I'm looking for. So I gotta go do that. There's 24 rows on the headlands, and then I come back down, and then the diggers will come back up, and we'll get some footage of the diggers rolling. But yeah, first day of sugar beet harvest. Looks like it's gonna be good weather today, which is very nice. We're supposed to get some rain later on this week, which could be problematic. We'll see how it all works out. But anyways, once we get more in the flow, I'll start showing you some of the equipment, what's going on. But right now I've got a boogie to stay ahead of those guys. So we'll come back in a bit. Okay, so we've been going for a while. So far so good. Everything's been good except for the beet dump, which hopefully I get to later on in the season, I can show you what the piling ground looks like. We call it the beet dump. It's where the beets go and get stored and piled for the winter. Everything's been going good except for the time for trucks. The turnaround time has been over an hour, which is a lot of hurry up and wait, stop and go. So it's been just a lot of time to get trucks back. But we're opening up a new land, which means we're opening up a new section in the field. I've got to go make one full round, 2 passes, so that diggers can go. And the diggers are right there on the edge of the field, waiting, with a couple trucks waiting behind them. You can see that. So I'm going to finish my pass here, and then I'm going to get out and hopefully get some footage of the diggers rolling through the field and show you what that looks like. But really, all in all, not a bad day for first day. Oh, also I'm going to get out and show you exactly what the topper does and what it looks like behind it. So we're a little ahead of the diggers now again. I'm gonna get out here and show you what they're looking like. So this is Miguel running the digger here, and you can see some discs right here. Those are squeezing the beet out of the ground, basically, lifting it up. Then it goes on a chain, goes on a Ferris wheel there, and goes into the tank. And when we open up for the first land, or first opening, that truck is gonna come under here, and he's gonna go on, Miguel's filling up the tank, so then he'll go on top of the beets, which isn't the best, but it works for us. Anyways, he'll go on top of the beets, get loaded, then Miguel will keep going, and the truck will either be loaded at that point or this one is a different digger, same exact concept. You can see, got paddles under there. Those knock the beets up onto the chain. The beets are bouncing around, and then they go onto the Ferris wheel, go up into the tank. That's my dad's sister there. This is her first beet harvest driving truck. I think she's a little confused on what to do exactly. Anyways, so that's what it looks like after the beets have been dug. This nice bare ground. Now there's actually a lot of foliage. So there's actually a lot of foliage under this dirt. The dirt is just dirt that's been knocked off of the beets. But you dig down here. Oh, come on, camera. I mean, look at that. That's just a lot of organic matter there. Here's what the beet diggers are looking at. So it's just a white line of topped beets. This is right after the defoliator or topper has gone through. And you can see these beets have been scalped for the most part. I mean, there's still a little bit of green on some of them, but they've been scalped, and that's what they look like to the guys running the beet diggers. Here's a look at what the defoliator looks like. So underneath, we've got flail mower. In the front, we've got metal blades that are going right on top of the beets. Behind that, we've got rubber flails, helping clean off all the green and everything, clean off the dirt, just get the top of the beet as clean as possible. And there's 2 rows of those. If I remember right, this one is spinning forward. I guess you would call that forward. And then the back one is spinning reverse. And if you come back here in the back, this is what we call the scalpers. So these are knives that, so you got the skid under here, and then this knife that has just a slight opening, and it will cut the top of the beets and scalp the beets. You can see the skid there, and they're on parallel arms so that they can bounce across the contours of the ground. And then along with this is a row finder back here. So there's a hydraulic mechanism here that straddles a row, and as it moves back and forth, it actually controls the steering on the back end of the defoliator. Makes it really nice. Some guys will put GPS to steer. The row finder works really good for us. Can't complain. Also, this is a really, really nice topper. It's newer to us. It's been awesome. It's well built, heavy built, and it's supposed to be a high-speed topper. So because there's a lot of greenery, it's actually takes a lot of horsepower. This tractor is technically a 380 horsepower, and at 3.5 miles an hour. In the tall green stuff, we're running at 115% engine load. So it's a lot of horsepower requirement to run this thing. Anyways, there's a quick rundown. We're going to drive down and top some more beets so we can stay ahead of the diggers. So if you look closely at that ram right there, hopefully that's close enough, you can see it moving back and forth. That is the row finder adjusting the steering. It's going pretty good right now, but every now and again it kind of gets a little wild and starts jumping there. Yeah, like that. Jumped a little bit. I don't know if anyone cares about this kind of thing, but here's a quick rundown of the cab. I got my gloves down there, quick and easy to reach. Down here under the seat, I've got a couple tools and things to work on different things, you know, common wear items. Obviously, you got your steering wheel, forward and reverse in the cab. Right there, my steering wheel's tilted up because I'm running on GPS right now. And then if you come over here, we got our GPS set up right here, phone holder right there. And then we got hydraulic remotes and all the controls for the tractor. And then over here on this tractor, I mean, if you've never been in a tractor, here's all your heat, AC, beacon light up on top, window wipers, and then back here, trash bag, window cleaner, shop towels, and the back window. Actually a pretty comfortable cab. Watch the digger as they go by here. The diggers are getting turned around, out of the way, and I can keep going. So we've got a lot of remotes. Gotta tell a semi driver to go. Come on, Tyler, get out of here. Oh, he just spun out a little bit. Get a little wet out there, huh? Interesting. Okay, as I was saying, this topper takes 5 remotes. So on number 5, I have my center steering. So that adjusts the ram and the steering in the back to be straight. And then I've got number 1 right here. That is my lift, my tongue lift. And then number 2, you're gonna watch, is, actually no, number 3. I lied. Number 3 is the scalpers in the back. I gotta lift those up. And then number 2 is my steering override. So I can steer the back end because this is really kind of a, what do you want to call it? A long trailer. And so just so I can be a little more close, we can steer the back end so I don't get into the tongue. Makes it really nice. Steer the back end. And we drop the tongue. My row finder is already on. Then we drop the scalpers in the back. And we go. Easy as that. I just got a text on my phone. We're gonna hang out here for just a little bit, but the text says warm beet temperatures. Adjust what you're doing, basically. So there's a temperature threshold of 55 degrees. They don't want us to go over that temperature because as they storm and pile, a lot like potatoes, they storm and pile a lot the same, but it's outside. And if that temperature gets above, they have figured that there is a percentage of loss that is made because of how they just don't store as well. So they claim, and I don't know how true it is, but they claim that if the topper is too far ahead of the beet diggers, we call them diggers because it's, you know, like digging potatoes kind of. I'm gonna go on a side note. They're not really digging, not at all. They're pulling. The way the wheels are made, they're pulling beets out of the ground. They're squeezing them and extracting them out of the ground, and they're not actually digging into the dirt. But I digress. They say when the topper gets too far ahead and the beet tops are gone, probably has to do with, you know, air and sunlight and all that. You can get onto the beets and warm the beets up a little bit faster. And so they like the topper to be just ahead of the diggers. So we're gonna wait here until the diggers are on their way back. And then we'll stay just ahead of them to try to keep going and digging all day. Because there's rain coming, which is not good. We could end up pulling trucks, and I don't want to do that. That is not fun. Pulling trucks through mud trying to dig. So we're gonna wait here. Hopefully we can keep the temperatures down. It's a really nice day. I mean, it's only 62 degrees outside is what it said the high was gonna be. So we should be okay for the rest of the day as long as we stay close to the topper. But yeah, like I said earlier, it's been a pretty decent day for our first day of digging. Can't complain. We need one more truck driver though. We have one truck sitting and waiting. Well, we had we're not done yet, but we had a pretty uneventful day, which is great. Perfect for a first day startup. It is a beautiful evening out here. The only problem is we're just not getting trucks back like we should. We're having wait times at the, what do you call it? The piling ground, the dump. I always call it the dump. Sounds bad. But yeah, wait times up to 80 minutes, which is just kind of not good. Not good at all. But got a couple more rows to do tonight. You can see Miguel's over there. My dad's on that other end. But really, I mean, we got a pretty good chunk done. We got this part done, another part over there at the center of the pivot. Can't complain really for a first day. So rain is coming though. Rain is coming. The moisture is good in this field, but the other fields we pre-irrigated, and so it's gonna be, we're probably gonna have some stuck videos coming up.
Let's see how much it rains. It's supposed to get cold, so it's not going to dry out real fast either. Anywho, it's kind of where we're at. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And, well, for your sake, if you want to see it, pray for rain.